They say a man can go without water for 3 days. Clearly, they haven't met a swimmer. Let me tell you how I was being forced to enter the pool and went on to become a Paralympic swimmer. I was 9 years old and in class 4 when my school decides to make mandatory classes for swimming for all the kids. This might seem a regular activity for most of the kids and parents, but my parents were petrified. They were worried, one, because my mom didn't know how to swim and dad knew very little. Two, how could they let their only kid with one functional arm to get into something dangerous? My principal called my parents into her office and explained it to them that it's a life-saving skill and he needs to try it, and also made sure that I was in capable hands. I started learning swimming, and I was indeed in capable hands of my coach. I picked it up fairly quickly and started liking swimming a lot. I started swimming well, and I was spotted by my coach, John Christopher, who took me under his wing. John Christopher is not only a coach, but a mentor, an amazing friend, and a father-like figure to me. He had never trained a differently abled swimmer, so he had to go through a lot of research, and we used to have a lot of discussion during and after practice to make sure I had the best technique and I was able to swim faster. I've been training under him for past 11 years, and the influence he has on me is immense. I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, swim from 5:30 to 8, and then gym from 10 to 12, and again an evening session of swim from 4:30 to 7. I also have a lot of physiotherapy, massage, sports psychologist, and sports nutrition sessions during the week. Albert Einstein was quoted that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Well, you can call us crazy. My friends keep asking me the same thing. How can you do the same thing every day for many years now? The answer is just simple. I love swimming and I love winning, but I absolutely hate the workouts. But I love the challenge, and there's only one thing in my mind, that's Paralympics, and that helps me to push myself harder. I started swimming really well, and I loved it. The more I swam, the more I loved it, and the better I performed. I started getting a lot of support from everyone around me. And in 2011, I was selected for the Gosports Foundation Athletes Program, which is an organization working towards supporting India's future athletes. I was selected for the Paralympics, and Gosports Foundation helped me to recognize Australian coaches Mel Tantrum and Julie Hart, who had already coached world record holders in my sport. It was an amazing experience down under. I was all alone, did everything by myself, but I was also welcomed as an old teammate. The time finally came to enter the Olympic Aquatic Center, and there was a Coldplay song playing as I entered it. It was a perfect song to describe the moment. It was like paradise. And I had goosebumps every time I stepped into the aquatic center. Race day. You normally get up early, have a light, very healthy breakfast, have a good warm-up session, and get all suited up. I did all that, and I was never nervous in my life. I then take a bite of a chocolate. Trust me, there's nothing better to calm your nerves down. A couple of minutes before the race, I turned towards my competitors and noticed everybody was nervous. But we all looked at each other, smiled, wished everyone luck, and double thumbs up. Who does that to your opponents during nervous times? I then got the opportunity to go on the blocks, swimming in front of 18,000 people, and I had all the support that I needed from my family and friends. But there was only one thing in my mind, to give it everything I've got, and nothing else mattered. I came out of London Paralympics, giving my best performance in all the races that I swam in. Now that we have established that swimmers are crazy, let me tell you how I learned a lot by talking to a wall. Last year, I had a lot of shoulder pain, and I was this close to retire. I then met Rahul Dravid, who was part of Gosports Foundation's board. He heard about my confusion, and he decided to help me out with it. We had a very long and interesting conversation, by the end of which I was not only convinced that I should not retire, but also more motivated to achieve more. While London 2012 Paralympics was my favorite championship, 2014 Commonwealth Games holds a very special spot in my heart. I got to meet my childhood hero, Ian Thorpe. Ian Thorpe is not only an amazing swimmer, but also a very humble person. And he took time out of his schedule to talk to me and encourage me and wish me luck for my races. I especially have adopted his work ethic, which is, for me, losing is not coming second. It is getting out of the water knowing I could have done better. For me, I've won every race I've been in. That's why I make it a point to celebrate with an ice cream, whether it's a medal-winning performance or not. I think everybody should learn swimming. It's not only a great sport, but also fun, and it's a life-saving skill. Plus, have you seen swimmers' bodies? Swimming has taught me a lot of life lessons and given me the confidence today, and all I am today is because of swimming. They say those who can't do, teach. Well, I don't think it's relevant in my case. I'm currently teaching 30-odd young kids who have recently won medals at the state level and the national level championships. I'm also a part of co-founded Dramatics, which is a swim store, which also tracks and analyzes athletes' performance and aims to be a one-stop shop for all the sports persons. I could have easily had a very different career, but I am able to travel the world today, win a lot of medals, love what I do, and inspire a lot of people. It's all because of swimming. And I believe sports in transforming lives, it has certainly transformed mine. Thank you.